So, adding on from our air squat, we're going to move into our front squat progression. What changes is we're now going to load weight up onto the front of our body. So first thing we would need to establish is the grip. So you can use one or two fingers. That's what you're going to go set out just outside of his shoulders. From here, he's going to rack that bar up onto his shoulder blades here. You'll notice it sits in this pocket up in his shoulders. So if I take out his hands and tell him to put his hands straight in front, he would be able to squat from this position. His chin is holding it in place. I'm going to get him to reestablish that grip again. So depending on flexibility, one finger or two fingers, what I want to see is elbows high. Okay, so if your elbows are low, we want to avoid that. This is what we're looking for, is high elbows. The other key piece to this movement is your midline has got to stay solid the entire time. Otherwise, if you start to lean forwards or elbows come forward, it's that we're losing our midline stability. So, super critical in a front squat. From here, he's going to follow all the same points of performance. Hips are going to go back and down. Good. You'll notice his elbows are still up. They did not drop down at all. They're not sinking down. Show me what sinking down looks like. We want to avoid this. Otherwise, trying to come out of that is going to be difficult. So as he comes up, elbows lead first. We want to think of the frontal plane. What that means is if I break him in half, one half would go forward, one half would go backwards. He wants to stay with the barbell being in this frontal plane. You'll notice as he squats down, the bar's not moving, stands tall, stays in that straight line. Couple things to avoid as you're going down, dropping the elbows. This is really hard. Keep going with your butt too. Hard to recover. And also, if he's in a good position in the bottom, if he starts to come out and his elbows drop, he's going to have to do some extra recovery to pull those up, not the best position, and stand tall. So in finishing, a couple of key pieces to this movement is elbows need to maintain this height the entire time. Your midline has got to stay tight for you to be able to pull that weight back up out of the bottom. If you're dropping forward a little bit, we're probably letting this go a little bit. Good.